Today I'm going over 5 easy, foolproof ways to sell on Amazon FBA. I'm going to go through each one in more depth, but for a quick overview, the first thing and the first step to selling on Amazon FBA is to pick a model. And there are 4 different ways to sell on Amazon, so we'll go through each one. The second step is to pick a product, and there are a lot of free product research methods to do this. I'm also going to share how I currently make over $5,000 per month on my Amazon product. Then I'm going to explain how to create your listing. There's a lot of things to consider here, so your description, your product images. I'm going to go through each and every detail of what your listing should look like and how to draw traffic to your product. The fourth step is getting your product manufactured. So I'm going to go over how to do this, how to work with your manufacturer, get all the details and logistics in so you can ship it over and eventually send it to your Amazon warehouse. I'm going to go over each one of those so that you have a clear understanding before you jump into that process. And the fifth step to selling your product on Amazon is to create a launch for your product. So we're going to talk about creating a launch group. This is what worked very effectively for my product Vino cards. You get people excited off the bat before you even launch on Amazon. Plus, I'm going to talk about the most important secret that no one out there is talking about. So stay tuned for that. Now let's explore number 1, which is to pick a model. And there are 4 different ways to sell on Amazon, 4 different models, the first being retail arbitrage. Retail arbitrage is where you buy things on sale and then flip it on Amazon to make a profit. A couple of pros for this is that it is easy to get started. You can simply search for a product and just flip it on Amazon. You can even see what's already on Amazon and follow a similar process. And it's also not a lot of cost to start that business. So if you want to use this model, you don't need to spend too much money. The con for this is that there is not a real scalable way to run that kind of business. You need to continuously look for a product or find a way to source that product on Amazon. It's not exactly scalable, and it's probably not the best option long term. The second model is wholesale, and this is where you go directly to the manufacturer, buy a product at wholesale price, and sell it on Amazon. A couple of pros is that it's relatively easy to get started. There are sites like Alibaba.com where you're buying directly from the manufacturers and can get items at bulk. And that's another pro as well, is that there's less of a startup cost when doing a wholesale route. So you can find things at an affordable price and sell it on Amazon. A couple of cons is that there's nothing that stops the manufacturer from doing the same thing. So whatever manufacturer you go to, it's possible for them to also replicate this business model and also sell on Amazon, which is another con. You might have an experience a lot more competitors in that space. So if again you're buying from a site like Alibaba.com, there's thousands of products to sift through, and a lot of people might be finding that same product and selling it on Amazon. Due to this, it's probably not as scalable either, similar to retail arbitrage. The third model is private label. This is where you find an existing product on Amazon that people are buying. You put your own label on this product and then sell it on Amazon. The pro is that you're probably the only one with that, of course, particular brand selling it on Amazon. The con, however, is that, again, there's a lot of competitors in that space. And even though that a competitor cannot copy your exact brand, they can have a very similar, if not the exact same product on Amazon, just with a different branding. So it's going to be a little harder to be in that space and to find that true uniqueness in your product that would really draw people in. Long term, it might cause a lot of headache if you're trying to compete with hundreds of other sellers on a particular product, but it's worth a shot if you want to give it a try and maybe work more and focus more on your brand so that you really have that unique standout product on Amazon. And this leads me into the fourth model, which is create your own product. And that's what I did with my product Vino cards. So creating your own product means that you're looking for something that's unique. Perhaps this product is non-existent, you'd be the first one creating this product, and you put your own brand on it and you sell it on Amazon. So you're looking for a niche market. Maybe someone is looking for something and they can't find it on Amazon. Be the first to sell it. That's a huge pro for this product, that you'd be that unique seller with that one product that no one else sells. Alternatively, you can find a product that does exist but make it better, make it unique, make it more appealing to customers, and and that is a good route to take as well. That's an opportunity for you to create a new category in the Amazon space, and again, you'll be that unique seller on there that no one else has copied, and even though it might bring some competitors down the road, you're going to be the first one to create it, and that's a huge stepping stone. The second step to selling on Amazon FBA is to pick a product. Now, this is going to look different for different methods. This will vary depending on the type of model that you are choosing for your Amazon FBA business, so one of the 4 that I've mentioned earlier. For retail arbitrage, you're going to want to look for a product that's on sale and that can make you a profit on Amazon. For wholesale, you're looking for products that already exist on Amazon, but you're looking to maybe dominate that space and having some uniqueness to your listing. For private label, you're looking for a product that already does exist on Amazon, but you're wanting to make it better. You're putting your brand on it, and you're probably choosing a product that does very well in sales that's highly searched on Amazon. And for the 4th, creating your own product, you're looking for something that you're passionate about that's kind of fulfilling that itch that you have to create a new product and bring it into this space. Crowdfunding helps for the production of your own product, and again, that's what I did for Vino cards. I made a Kickstarter to help fund the first production run. I did an in-depth video on how exactly I used that Kickstarter method and a lot more to launch my product Vino cards on Amazon, so I'll link that video for you here to check out. But there's also another step that not a lot of people are talking about, so I'm going to go into more depth for step number 4. But in step number 4, I'm going to go into more detail on an easy way to do this that not enough people are talking about. But before we do that, let's go into step number 3 on how to sell on Amazon. The 3rd step is to create your listing, and I'm going to rapid fire 10 things that I think you have to include and consider when you are creating your listing for your product. So the first one is going to be the main image. So use a computer render image to provide the highest quality. This is going to make it look much more professional and just much more believable and convince the customer to buy. The second is the title, so include keywords and benefits of the product. Third, you want to include some bullet points, and this is for the same reasons. You want to include some keywords and benefits of the product, maybe some unique aspects of it, how to use the product, etc. In the description, this is your chance to, again, convince the customer to buy the product, hype it up, talk about it, and you want to make sure that it's very detailed so the customer knows exactly what they're buying. The 5th is to use other images, so utilize all 9 images that you can on your Amazon listing. Use different angles, show how the product's in use. I'll have an example here on how I did that with my product Vino cards. The 6th is the questions and answers section. So this is your chance to eliminate the fears that people may have. You might want to answer maybe specific questions about sizing or the durability of your product depending on what it is. The 7th is a coupon stack, and this is the discount that you can give your customers if they buy multiples of them. So incentivizes people to buy maybe for multiple gifts, for multiple friends or family, and they'll get a discount from it. The next one is the branded content. So you can do branded content if your product is trademarked. I did trademark my product, and if you can for yours, I highly recommend. To get branded means that you're allowed to add extra photos in the description area. So that gives a visual plus a description that's much easier for a customer to see and understand what the product is. The 9th is a video. So this is a chance to connect with your audience, to sell your product, let them know why it's worth it and why they should buy yours. The 10th is a coupon code. So help people if they get a good deal, so let them know that, hey, there's this discount. It'll pop up in the search result that there is a coupon code, so that's a plus as well, but it's going to help the customer feel like, again, they're getting a good deal. And I'm going to give you a bonus 11th tip, which is the reviews. The reviews are so important on your listing. You're going to want to get these as soon as you launch. You have to tell friends and family to go and buy and get as many reviews as possible. This is going to bump you up in the search results, and it's so important for people to see that your product is doing well and that it's resonating well with customers. It's going to make you stand out and make the customer feel comfortable purchasing your product. Now let's jump into step number 4 on how to sell on Amazon FBA, and that is to launch your product. Now you're ready to get your product started, and the most important tip that I had just just mentioned is to get those reviews. And again, that's gonna bump you up in the search results. Amazon loves to see that customers are reacting with your product in a positive manner. The more high 5-star reviews that you're getting, the more visibility your product gets. That's ultimately what you want. Now, the best way to do this is to create a product launch group. You can do this on Facebook, create a group and invite all your friends and family even before you launch your product. So maybe start 2, 3, even 4 months in advance and start getting people hyped about what you're doing. This is essentially very important for if you're creating your own product, because it's gonna get people excited about your process, your journey on creating a product. Take them along on the ride, let them know of the changes you're making, give some suggestions, maybe ask for some advice on what they wanna see in your particular product. This is gonna get people, again, hyped and excited about your journey so that when you do finally launch, they're gonna go and support you, they're going to leave a review on your product, and it's gonna create a snowball effect to get your product seen and ultimately get great profit sales. And the 5th step to selling on Amazon FBA is to keep selling. So to continue on that sales kick and to get your product continuously seen on Amazon, you want to work on PPC marketing. So pay-per-click advertisements on your Amazon listing. Make sure though that it is profitable. So make sure that you're checking your campaigns and that you're not losing money, that the money that you're spending is helping create, double the sales, triple the sales, whatever it is, make sure that it's profitable. Another method to grow your sales is to drive external traffic from social media platforms. So that would be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, your Facebook launch group, any social media that you are present on and have been sharing your journey on. Make sure that you include links to your Amazon listing. You can create a link tree if you want, but utilize the social media platforms to drive traffic to your Amazon listing. The best thing about that is that Amazon will reward you for doing so. They want you to drive traffic to your listing and to Amazon in general so that people can buy your product. So the more that you do this, the more that you're driving external traffic to your listing, the more that you will get bumped up on those search results. Again, that's the major thing that you want here, is that you want to be the #1 on that listing, or at least on the first page of your Amazon account. I did a whole video breaking down what it actually costs to sell on Amazon, everything from the fees to the hidden fees that you're probably not aware of when you're selling on Amazon. Click the video here to find out, and I'll catch you in that one.